Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to Heroes Lounge Heroic Division Playoffs series between the CPogX Fanclub and Press Forward. My name is Coffee and I will be your caster for this very exciting matchup between two of the best teams that we currently have here in North American Nexus Gaming Series. Just for a bit of a recap on where we are currently in the playoffs, this is going to be the right hand of the bracket semi-finals. CPogX were able to defeat Choking Hazards, and Press Forward also winning their game against the Anti-Clown Association in order to get here. The winner of this will take on the winner of the other side, which is between We Take This and Quarantine, I believe it says. I've done this before, I promise. Anyway, so map picking ban has already been done. We have the side of the fan club taking away Battlefield Attorney and Infernal Shrines. And then Press Forward have banned away Braxis and Volskaya. Currently, the side of, I believe, Press Forward is deciding what map they want to play on. Can I get... I need an invite into this lobby. So, yeah, as I mentioned, I did cast the earlier series there was between CPogX Fanclub and Choking Hazards. What we saw there was a very nice use of... Oh god. Looks like our teams have decided to swap sides, that's always fun. Everything is the same though. There we go, let's do this pretty nice like that. And... yeah, so we saw actually this map that we've gone to for the first game. Towers of Doom. Being played by the Cyber Fan Club. And what we saw in both of their games was a very nice use of Urel and Volstad, along with the other dealers that they had for their games, to put on a lot of side lane pressure actually. They were consistently pushing out the other lanes. And just getting advantages from there. What am I being messaged about? Looks like we're currently waiting on one last player to get into the lobby, and I think we should be getting underway shortly enough. I'm not a tournament buddy. So these teams did play each other earlier on. Round 2 of the regular season. And it was a 2-0 actually for the side of the PogX fan club, so quite decisive between these two teams by the looks of things. Haven't actually looked at the replays, don't know how close the games were. It could have been a pretty close series, but all I have to look at here is the final match score. Looks like one of the teams is wanting to talk about the chat. Just kind of want to get this game underway, to be honest. Like, both our teams in the lobby. Just waiting for the lobby settings to be done correctly, I'm guessing. And then hopefully we should be getting underway soon enough. I only caught the back end of Press Forwards. It wasn't close. Fan Club Stomps. Ah, fair enough. Welcome to the chat, Mr. 3PX. Oh, as Philip said, it was a 2-0. Anyway, so press forwards, series that we had before, were they were playing on Fiddle Shines when I jumped in, and it was towards the end, and they did end up winning for a pretty decisive team fight. Don't know quite what happened, and that makes a lot more sense. Did your other Twitch accounts get banned or something? What's up with the name? Thank you, by the way, D, for raiding us. You were casting one of the earlier series, as I recall. Yeah, you were doing the Division D East, so hope that went pretty well. You did finish in a little over an hour though, so I'm guessing it would have been a 2-0. You're the Kelfast no. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I how can't say I'm too familiar with a lot of NA scene after the HGC finished. You're a bit of a celebrity though by the looks of things. Got these guys name a team after you. I'm still looks like we're still having a bit of drama about what's happening in the lobby chat here. So when that gets resolved, I guess we'll be getting started. 2-0 for the math teachers. Well, always got to be nice to your math teachers. They might be able to calculate whether they have lethal on you pretty well. So, well done to them. Didn't actually catch the end of the series. I only got home a few minutes ago, actually. Just had to hurriedly get my Streamlabs settings up and then get started with this one. So, we are still playing we're still playing on the May release patch. May is, of course, disabled for the duration of the playoffs. Now, the last time, I don't believe either of these teams in these games before played some of the heroes that I thought they would have seen. Like, obviously, we have Cassia and Tastar as top tier heroes, but there's also Anther, there's also Orphea, Zul shows up every so often. Like, we have so many powerful picks in the moment, and now that we're in the semi-finals, I think it's likely that we're going to see these teams start digging into their champion pool, their hero pools, and see what they're willing to play. Because I really do not understand. I'm a little bit biased probably because I'm a bit of an Orphea one trick, but as far as I'm concerned, hero should be first pick every time it's left open. It's just so ridiculously strong. The nerf on the last patch didn't really change anything. If you're playing well, you shouldn't be having any mana issues. Hero just deals so much damage, has infinite wave clear. So incredibly strong. You can build your team around it. But of course, Orpheus far from the only hero at the moment that can do that. Blizzard's gone for a rather interesting, I guess I'll say, game design decision by making so many heroes ludicrously strong that they have the ability to, if they're played well, to just completely take over the game. Which is a little bit interesting, I'd say. I think I was looking at the screen for quite a while. Yeah, let's go with that. That should be a little bit nicer. Can see the bottom of our little pick and ban overlay here. We are still waiting. Maybe I'm a little bit cursed here because 2 for 2 now for series that I've been casting have had rather late starts. Now, I was actually for one that was going to have it start slightly late because of my own misscheduling, but managed to get here on time. Your name hit CPogX is your in-game name. 3PX is now my Twitch name. My name has evolved over years. Okay, well, there's a little bit of a story to it. I was wanting for me something a little bit more dramatic. Maybe that's just the ANZ drama showing itself. We did a little bit. We did a lot of fun back in the days, but that doesn't really have anything to do with this. So, somewhat just trying to kill time at the moment, as we're still seeing what's happening. All these things, it's still on coin toss, so we're definitely still waiting to see what ends up happening here. Kind of wish I had the ability to pull up for drafts, but can't say I'm too familiar with this website, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, we do have them. Alright. Let's go have a look here. What exactly were the drafts for the other quarterfinal? Because don't exactly have anything else to do at the moment. I do not have us prepared for my OB things. So I'm just going to read it out. We did see. Oh, so we saw Pressford very consistently banning out Cassia, and well, I say consistently. It was only 2 games. Cassia and Lost Vikings being banned in both of the games, and then opting for. They did pick up Chen both games actually, which is a little bit interesting. Chen, a hero that not too many of our players are comfortable playing. So yeah, Chen was picked up. Tastar was picked up for them in game number 2. Game number 1. Well, actually, no. What am I talking about? Oh, they. Oh no, they. Oh, the other team banned. Anti-Clown Association banned Cassian Vikings in game number 1. So looks like that it's just being considered. I'm guessing that's just what's considered to be overpowered first picks. Orphea got through both games, which I think is really unfortunate. Like, I'm looking at the draft for the first game, and there's a. You're going up against Deckard, Mal'Ganis, Hanzo, Death and Chromie. Like, this is prime Orphea's position. You get so much value out of going into it. They don't really have the ability to kill you. Deathwing is the easiest hits in the world, so you're going to get your resets. You should have no issues completely taking over the game. They won anyway, though. My Evans definitely doesn't really matter. They still managed to win that game number 1, 22-9 and kill. So that was rather convincing. Game number 2, 15 takedowns to 4. So again, pretty one-sided. So very convincingly, it is kind of hard to judge just by looking at a table of stats. But I'm guessing they just kept taking the fights and winning them. So it is interesting that we do have a bit of a stylistic difference here. Pressfield opting for seemingly more of a traditional going for team fights, while the CPogX Fanclub one is opting in for more smoke and mirrors. What? What's going on here? Why am I getting involved with this? I'm not an admin. I just want the game to start, honestly, and I'm out of talking points to store it, so I'm a little bit confused by what I'm doing here. Where am I looking for this? What? I don't even know what's going on at this point, to be honest. Kind of just want to start. I don't want to get involved in whatever drama's going on between these teams. I. Why hasn't the game started? We are still waiting for whatever's going on in the lobby to be resolved. Apparently now I'm being dragged into it. One of the players was removed from the lobby actually by the other team, so I'm not entirely sure what is going on. So I'm a little bit out of the loop here. Of the drama. This is actually, from what I can tell, pretty feeble drama. Uh, Man, there's so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to go into story time and then had it stopped. There's another. Why you? Okay, Octo. Welcome to stream. You should know full well about drama. Don't you love it when your don't you love it when your Heroes team when your Heroes team just breaks up a few weeks before the end of the season? That's always good fun. But I've been in my own share of drama. Nearly didn't get to play at HGC. I kind of just want to leave it at that, but I don't want to go too deep into it. Cause no need to drag up whole drama. But on to like I said, I don't want to get too involved in it, but this seems pretty feeble. And I just want the game to start. Like, we're 20 minutes late. And I don't even know, man. Like, I mean, I'm so confused at this point. Oh yeah. God, I wish I had my OBS better set up so I can go through, but and then said we take our drama to Twitter. we tag our we tag the tournament admins for HGC on Twitter and call them out there. God, can't even find it. Like, I'm so bored at the moment. I just want the game to start. Let's see if I can try it. I won't be able to pull it up on OBS probably. Where's some fun? Where's some fun stuff? Oh god, there's so much to choose from. Like, oh my lord, man. What? As soon as can we just start? Why are they going into more lobby drama? This is the most feeble stuff. No, you're not even doing it in the public Discord server. What is this? Oh god. Where's the best one? Okay, that's not bad, but where can I? Uh, oh, okay. Here we go. Can I get this on music? You seem I've way. I'm nowhere near good enough to get music working in OBS. Sorry for that. You know what? Let's turn on the in-game music. Let's get that jamming. There we go. Can enjoy some in-game music while we wait here. I feel like I should have done this already earlier. How can I even get this up? I'm so bad at OBS. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, it's in-game music. I don't have anything better prepared. I was expecting us to be 30 minutes late. Yeah. Show drama? I'm not gonna show the drama. Honestly, I guess because it's pretty feeble. Let me get the AZ drama on board. Why am I getting a friend request from one of the players? I just want to start the lobby. Oh well, we have another Mark Zombie. Thank you for the raid. We're still waiting for game number 1 to start here, so. How do I do this? Is it browser source? No, this isn't that. What? Oh my lord, this is all. No, don't delete that. I don't know what I'm doing. I was not ready for this at all. Okay, let's just go with this. Okay, so, here's some old ANZ drama for you guys, while we're waiting. So, a little bit of context, so, GameStar was the company that Blizzard had given the production to. So, we had a little bit of Discord drama then. On Twitter, we have, should have picked door number 2, restart life, $5 billion, or tell a player to shut the fuck up without getting in trouble. So yeah, this actually happened on Discord, so there was a bit of how do I explain this simply? There was a bit of discussion, let's say, about the rules, and then the organizer tells one of the players, this guy here, to oh no, it wasn't him. Sorry, it's a different player. To shut up. During the I don't even think I'm in the server anymore, so I can't pull it up if I wanted to. But then we have a little bit of a spicy little chain here. There's a lot more that happened, but this is what I have here. So just so you know, as admin, you're not supposed to find it funny. If you do, is Chinese by the way, so English not the best. It's rather you not doing your job right, or the job problem not fits you. Okay. I ask because he seemed really angry with the people who worked mostly unpaid for the last 2 years to build the hot scene to what it is today. Wait, I'm so bad I don't have it up. Alright, so let's go from the top. Here's our little meme. Then we have a little bit of a talk here. Okay, it's because he seemed really angry. We can have lots of unpaid workers for the last 100 years to do it for free. But doesn't change the fact they are useless. Players and orgs and the producer build around the scene together. Now imagine the producer told the players to STFU and found it funny. I don't think you really believe that the people who helped build the scene over the last 2 years are useless. You're just slashing out because you're an angry young man. Told my teammates that they're wasting your time at PM. Yeah, this happened by the way. Told someone else publicly to shut up while they're trying to get some thoughts. Rules are useless. Schedule changed last second by an individual player. Now somehow you think this is funny and told me they do everything unpaid. Wait, they do everything unpaid? No, they surely were getting paid. By the yeah, I have nothing to fill this time with, man. It's half an hour after we're meant to start. We're still singing lobby. I don't even know what to do. I don't want to just put it over to a break, but I have nothing else to talk about. Like, I can't just leave the lobby and go and watch a series. I kind of just want to go watch one of the replays because I have nothing else to do. Oh, wait, are we finally ready? Okay, looks like we might be ready. One of the teams has said R. The other team has said KK. So, I think we are ready to get started, so music off. Okay, so it looks like we're finally ready to get started. 2:31 here in New Zealand. So 10:30 Eastern. We're meant to start at 10, so a little bit unfortunate. I prepared a few minutes of talking points for like between games, but kind of used all of them already. So looks like we're finally ready though. Talk of. Oh yeah, that's true. I could talk about that like if we still need more time. Where's the game? Oh my lord, man. Why's the game not showing up? Oh, you think I could have got this already? While we're waiting. Hold on, I promise I know how to use. Oh, this is a complete disaster at this point. There we go. We got it sorted. Okay, so game number 1 draft. Oh, this would be a complete disaster at this point, but we do have Lost Vikings and Imperius banned by the fan club, and Cassio and Zul banned away by Fast Forward, I believe, on the right side.
Bring the mega death.
Yeah, so the teams are on the right side. That's good to see. Zul was the final ban, as we said, and now ETC is going to be the first pick for Fast Forwards. ETC, one of our premier tanks at the moment. Basically, justice. Like, you have ETC, Johanna, Gauch, maybe. What's happening? We're finally started. Yeah.
Let's fly.
Okay, so just need to wait for your catch card. Don't worry, it's all sorted. So Tesla and Vega picked up. They're probably going to see if Archon come out. This is really disgusting when you get to level 20. Just Bloodlust Archon for what's it, like 16, 20 seconds, something like that. It's pretty crazy. And we do see the fan club go for what seems to be their signature strategy here. We have UL and Falstad taken by the side of them. Okay, looks like all my settings are working close enough. So Sukov and Chen are going to be the next ones. Chen, again, was picked up by Press Forward twice in their previous series, so good to ban that one away from their offlaner. I am really good at second pope. Yes, I promise. But yeah, they're going for a very similar comp to what they went for last time. We do have Maev, we have Tastar with AoE damage. We could see Black Hole come out, but given there's a Veigar, we're probably going to see Bloodlust and Viacon. Of course, can go for Ancestral and Black Hole instead and go for the full wombo combo if they feel like it. The on towns are doing this quite a few team fights in open areas, so it is possible that you do it. We're just seeing a copy paste of one of their previous drafts here from the side of the PogX Fanclub. Greymane and Decade coming out. I feel like it's exactly what we saw last week in their quarterfinal game, and what we saw, it was on Sky Temple. They ran these four were definitely the same. It was definitely EDC UL, Falstad Greymane. I think it was Decade as well, but I might be wrong. And what we saw was UL and either Falstad or Greymane pushing with the UL. They were able to get a lot of side pressure, and even though they were consistently 3-4 in the group up area, weren't actually fully behind, so they got quite a lot of advantage on the map. EDC then goes for stage dive. Well, at least in that series, that EDC did go for the stage dive. Just go for even more global pressure along with Falstad. Leorc is the final pick to go up against the UL. Should be able to get the advantage in the 1v1, but we do know that the PogX Fanclub will want to send specifically Falstad, I imagine, because of the map. Onto up to the top lane, and so he's gonna. I hope he's ready to deal with a lot of 2v1s, and then the other question is: are we gonna see the PogX Fanclub get punished for consistently playing through the side lanes? On Towers Doom, we very often see that the main lane to play through is the bottom lane. We have we do have 2 sappers in the bottom camp. We have multiple ejectors in the bottom, so it's generally the lane you want to play through, but we'll see if anything could happen up on the top side of the map by the PogX Fanclub. And we are now finally a little bit over half an hour after the schedule starts. We are into game number 1 on the left team. Alright, not do this one long. We have Press Forwards. We have Red Robot playing Johanna, Jave Shifts playing Maev, Philippe playing Tastar, Enigma playing the Rhaegar with the beautiful Nexus skin, by the way.
What are you waiting for?
And Ren Brothers will be playing the Leoric. On the right side, we have the PogX Fanclub going with, well, I'm going to call it, because I'm really bored and can't think of better narratives, their signature comp style. We have Ninturi playing UL, Dollar playing Falstad, Gottfilth playing Greymane, Legacy. Oh, I really hate this skin, by the way, for Decade skin. But also, toy mounted about the toy skin is a little bit unfortunate. And EKB playing the ETC. We do see that early wave clears going over to the blue team. Probably not much of a surprise. Gottfilth went for the long rotation down to bot lane, and Tastar basically is the thing right here. Tastar is just able to have time of his life. BKB looks like that he's going to try and slow him down. We are already seeing the Falstad playing towards the top side of the map. UL and Force coming down to clear the mid wave, and now everyone down to bottom. UL was here, by the way. Falstad looks like the camera does not connect. Falstad is going to be one to go against the lock, so This is a little bit unfortunate we're doing it now, because New York has already gone advantage in wave clear. We're seeing UL coming in now. If they started off with false start up at the top, then possibly able to harass New York off the wave, but that would be a little bit hard. Now though, it looks like we are seeing a 1-1 freestyle come out from the side of the Fanclub. They will manage to pick up their own tappers though. It was a little bit close, that was very nearly an invade, and now they should be able to stop these sappers going. Though actually, 2 of the sappers get too close and will keep charging, 3rd one as well. So off to a good start now is the press forward, but EDC's here on the flank, and Maiev is way too deep, and that's going to be the first blood going over to the Fanclub. Red Robot barely getting away. Tolstead will get one last auto attack flying in to get the double kill for Red Team. Man, this is really methodical. We're seeing exactly what we saw before from the Fanclub. We already have UL rotated back up to the top side, so they didn't give up anything, even though Falstad flew in to get this good fight. And we're seeing in the minions that the XP is actually in favour currently sort of Red Team as far as the minions go, so they're playing this really well so far, going for their splitting sideline strategy. Now we have 2 members up on the top side, they're probably going to go, going to move up onto the Sapper camp. See if we're going to have a full, like this is what we saw last time, and their opponents' choking hazards weren't actually punishing them being 3v4 so often. Possibly because of Falstad who can fly in, but we're seeing that they get to take the top camp for free, and they're not really having to give up much position here. Like, it looks like Legacy's actually going to be able to get this interrupt here with the Skull Ceiling, so they are going to be able to stall us out long enough. Falstad's going to crash his top lane in, and this is still entirely even in the bottom lane. Like, no one's gone for the bottom lane yet. BKB looks like going to be able to get the next interrupt. War actually failed the Howell side, so he's maybe now in a little bit of trouble. Trying to go onto some Skull Ceiling, not going to get Johanna, but UL is here to get BKB to safety, and we're having a little bit of fire in the meantime on the top side. This is going to go over to Falstad unless he walks into the Leoric, which is the one way he can lose that fight. They are going for the channel, but Skull Ceiling will get interrupt on that one. Wave now starting in favor of blue team, but doesn't really matter. York, yeah, he didn't have too much fun going up against the side of the Falstad. Now, looking to win the 44 now is the side of the Fanclub. It's now a 5v5. Leon is so low, he can't be up that far about it, and he will be the first on the fall. Might be some more time for the fight ends. Shadow goes over to Notori. BKB takes most of the damage. Here comes Notori, pushes for Maiev up into the rest of the team. Going to be able to get out just fine. It seems like turret nearly taking out the Falstad. BKB also maybe got a little bit too deep going for that Maiev kill, and will be falling in the end. Now we're looking to get Noah in the back end. Noah will be able to get out. The Battle Royale comes up just in time to get him to safety. And it will be 1-1 into the end in this fight. Advantage going over to the side of the Fanclub. They almost chase a little bit too far, but looks like everything will be just fine for the moment. Now looking to start their Sapper camp. Nigbert getting the first one of the best 4 Sappers will be the first ones to go down. See now if they're able to make in time, but nope. Godfilth going to clear that one out just fine. Red Robot is already going for the middle. BKB's here as well for... Don't know entirely what he plans on getting done here. Nothing else is going to come out. Looking at these town builds, there are a few interesting decisions being made here, I'll say. We do have the E-build coming out of Maiev, going for the... I don't even know what to call it, like... yeah, it's the E-build. I'm not sure what you're looking for, but maybe just looking to get a little bit more engaged, but the thing actually turned around at the moment. Maiev got knocked away by the hammer. We're seeing, again, the excellent use of 2 capable solo laners to Falstad and VRL, able to rotate in and out of the 4-man as appropriate. We also see W build coming out here from Tastar with the electric fence as well, so no shield for him. Suggests that maybe we're going to be seeing that black hole in the end. You know, again, getting a little bit too close, I'd say, to the melees, but 3 members of the side of press forward work in the top part of the map, so it will be an easy capture for the side of Fanclub. As here comes our first stage dive of the game. Don't know if that was the one to look for. Looking for something with their level 10 advantage, I suppose, but nothing really is going to happen. BKB going to decide out just fine and not going to get punished for an extended or anything like that. We do actually have Archon from our Tastar. I cannot say I agree with going for Archon and not taking Plasma Shield, and it's so much good synergy. Of course, when the Archon is used, it immediately activates the Resonance Beam full charge, so we'll be able to get the full effect of the Plasma Shield. We do have dummy builds as well. Okay, my shield will be traded to the Gust. BKB not going to have a stage up to help with this one. Noah barely gets his battle roll up once again, and 4 members here on top side of the Press 4, they're not able to do anything. Noah will survive in the end, and in the meantime, we do just see the Fanclub going to take this advantage and push down the bottom side. Got Phil getting quite a lot of damage onto Assaulter, but here comes the rest of Press 4, and they are not happy. Philippe will be able to find Gottfried, see if he's up the out. Bloodlust is used, here comes Stairwell, and listen, Maiev does walk into the very edge of it. Not going to be able to teleport in with Spirit of Vengeance. Here comes the second stage diver. I think we're taking up the turret. Jason really wanted to pull him in, but nothing going to be fine. Okay, maybe Noah will do some damage, but it's going to be just fine. Here comes Centauri, and Archon's done. We have no Bloodlust as well. Full-on retreat now has to come out of the side of Press 4 surely. They're missing their important cooldown. BKB going to get onto the backline for a little bit as nothing much is happening. The trades are really good for the side of the Fanclub though. J-Chef's going now to tap, but another bullet lands onto Leon because so low he will actually fall. It's a big Condemno, and this might be the fight we're looking for. Gottfried so low, gets pulled in back by the Maiev, but he's surviving for now. Red Robot gets the kill in the end. Polstad though doing so much damage to the remaining members. Going to... No! Tastar just survives! J-Chef comes back in with the Spirit to pick up that kill onto Noah. We're not done yet though. Leo has returned. Trade value coming out now. Oh! The power slide! He makes it just barely out of the Entomb. Really well timed there by BKB, but he might just fall in the end. No, he does have another dummy ready. He's making a run for it. Take an Enigma to Balo chase and will be able to get out. But the fight does come over to the side of Press Forwards. And they will be able to pick up the Altar as well as the Sappers of the Fanclub. That fight, it was looking so good, but then we saw the massive tether by Maiev pulling 4 members of the red team into the cage. Tastar able to follow up with the Psystorm and the Shockray, I think it's called. Yeah, there we go. I know the ability names. Shockray does come out as well. On top of it, Gottfried almost runs away but does fall. Philippe, however, was able to get away with. And him staying alive was a really huge fetch. Everyone's fighters. Now we have another kill onto Noah. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. We have a little bit of a party coming in. Easy C jumping on in, but not going to be able to find anything. Now looking for Gottfried. They do not have flash shield to get that kill in the mid lane. Imagine if he was Q build instead of full W. If he was Q build, he'd have the sustain from the plasma shield to keep fighting. He'd have so many shockwaves up, and would be pretty good. I do agree that this is not really the time where I think you want to be going for the W build on Tastar. There's so many high mobility heroes here. But Falstad and Greymane are both mobile dealers, so you're not going to like catch them in for a Psystorm for long durations or anything like that. As the next objective has begun, EDC is up in the top lane. There is 20 seconds though on the stage dive. We'll see if we have a proactive play coming out before that comes out though, as 10 seconds now on the Octopus. Robots, plus the shield does go wide. Rembrov is taking so much damage from Noah and Tori. Really solved that before the start. J-Chefs will be able to find the bottom altars. Rembrov is getting ran down by Noah here. Looks like the W Lightning Rod will not be able to quite finish that one off, but this is just going to be a trade while BKB is pushing the side lane. He has the Pinball Wizard, so look at this, he can just slide on over them, hit them with knockback, and pretty much clears up the wave straight away. Really nice to see, going to get the second tower. Oh, Red Brothers maybe gone a little bit too far, goes for the Entomb. Noah's taking up the 40 here, taking quite a lot of damage eventually. manages to find his way to safety as not a whole lot to do. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here comes J-Shift trying to make something happen. As the Cake will go out, but here comes the power slide. Tries to get that kill quite easily in BKB. The Gus comes out to try and disengage from the Bloodlust, but looks like the Phoenix does not go for this one. It is a 3v4 for the side of the fan club as Yogg was up clearing the top lane. Now with a man advantage, 20 seconds left on Mayem kill until Mayem is back, and so it's going to be pretty easy steal away on the Sappers. Nitori having a little bit of fun here about looks, but just going to smack Rhaegar with a hammer. Has the Templar's verdict now, so that thing does quite a bit of damage, and the bottom fort will fall. Now control of the bottom side map is completely in favour of the fan club. And this is really good for them. They are the team with the global advantage, so it's quite likely they'll be able to hold this for some time as BKB's now a target. Rembo is going after him, will be able to get the Entomon. Here comes the Tassadar damage. He's level 16 and this is the one thing that W build has going for it. When they're stood still, it does... What? Wait, what is this? We don't have... The whole reason to go W build is for additional damage. But we do indeed have that of Thermalance coming up. Also, the Yogg has gone for auto attack Leon. Going for Mythril Race and the Leash. We'll see what happens there. Until we now gain the backline, going to disrupt the channel. The Alter. Goldfield from Members have a little bit of fight, but Kursper, before we go this way, anything else from happening. Sappers are pushing down in the bottom here for the fan club, so see if they have to get those in then. Now, taking quite a lot of damage as the bottom altar will be secured by J-Shifts. It's now trying to run back and defend the Sappers. Looks like the side of Festival will be able to defend this one. 19 to 22 now on the core shots. And this game is pretty intense. I'm liking this one. I mean, we had to wait quite a while for it, but we're having quite a back and forth match so far between these two teams with extended team fights and some interesting builds. We have the... we do have the full W build coming out of Rhaegar, going for the Rising Storm even at level 16, just going for as much aggression as they can. Probably just going to slap that bad boy onto the totem at the moment, but can put rounds on my air as my visit, pull him into the tether, can get some decent damage off of that. Rayman's gone for the full W build here, going for, I think some people in LA thought the Fairy Rainer build. Because like Wolf and whatnot, but he's getting a little fun right now. On the prowl, gives him movement speed as Falster. Looks like this splash shield was able to connect as Noah will once again be caught out here. Legacy maybe not wanting to run too fast. This is excellent timing actually for press forward. They are able to get the Sappers. They can look to regain control of their bottom altar. Sappers will do most of the work, but no, going to move up to the top lane. So fort advantage is to the side of the fan club at the moment, as well as the XP by the way. They've been consistently roughly leveled half a level ahead the whole time, so we'll see what happens here, but it looks like it will just be a trade of the altars, which is unfortunate. Going to get the most from that kill onto the Falstaff. As it is the trade which is in favour of our red team here. Of course, 5 shots to 3 because of the fort difference. Looks like this bottom fort will be taken back. Gothel trying to be a little bit pokey here, but nothing much happening. Actually, we're going to see the commitment. Stage Storm comes in, and they do actually hold the fort with a sliver of health remaining. See if they actually have to defend that as here comes the next wave, and they're just going to let it fall. I'm not sure if that was with the commitment of those Stage Dyers. Now looking for Ren Brothers. The side does come in early from BKB, so not able to have that, but it looks like it might not matter. Ren Brothers, remember, he doesn't have the extra E duration, so he's gone. Ooh, again dies. This one didn't even use the Blessed Shield, so looks like just a little bit opposition. Here comes now that Blessed Shield looking for deck again. He's just gonna explode. That's a pretty good ability by the way, as BKB pulls in but will not be falling just yet. 2 for 1 in total over to the side of press forward. They've been finding so many picks onto this Falstad on the back half here. We do see it is 4 deaths on Falstad, the highest in the game at the moment. Not quite what we want to see.
The altars
Ren Brothers using the York trade to get some scouting on the side of the fan club as pushing down the bomb fort now is Tasda, and he's mad. He's in the Archon, he's got level 20, he's got his bloodlust upgrades, and it's gonna be so difficult to deal with him.
hero slain.
So Johanna's dead, BKB not quite able to land onto side Ren Brothers, but this is 10 shots going over. Nope, we do have a stage dive here from BKB. Trying to stall as long as he can. His team is just pushing his top fort.
From me.
No take away one of those shots. I'm not sure how the CDC plans on running safety. Looks like Mountain just sliding through the enemy team as he will be able to get out. And 9 shots go over to the side of Press 4. This game is going to the wire. 14 shots to 10 now. Centurion got them trying to do what they can in mid lane, but maybe they've been caught out once again. Jacius comes in, does not manage to find the humble blind. Centurion going to use the hammer. Should be able to make out safety. It's pretty hard to catch you out. Has of course the hand of freedom as well, so going to run to safety is Notorious. There will be the bottom 4 picked up on. Will be the bottom 4 picked up for the fan club again, so they will get that one back as the top will be taken by side press forward. Now this top bell tower is really useless to hold because the next objective is bot lane, and we're probably going to see the game side over this team fight. Red Robert doing what he can to try and hold this, but it will not be enough as he's a good spoiler, then goes to shield, and Red Robot's probably just been called down. So, yep, going to fall down. Maybe a little bit too hopeful for Johanna. Fanaticism is pretty good, but not quite able to get out of that one when Cursebot just takes away your entire shield. Both of these Bubble Stapper camps now going over to the fan club, and they're going to see if they can look to push these in before the altar phase, it looks like. Got Phil with a Hunter's Bust, she's able to clear up his waves nice and quickly. So we do see EDC is still in the mid lane, has not pushed his wave up, but looks like he just wants to move on into the mid lane, going to try and smack this altar down too. Noah's coming as well. Not going to push this happen. I do like this decision from them getting even more map control. The only way that the blue team has to get through to contest is now through this middle area. Unless they want to simply give this up, as the next Zapper camp is still coming in, so we're going to defend that one. Falstad's just capturing 6 shots here. J-Chef's not quite able to clear mid lane because it's not spawned yet. So 6 shots will be going in. The Sappers have now reached the end. Tassa eats a curse blood, but Twilight Archon's pretty good. He will be able to clear out the wave. Those Sappers will not be going in. Now 8 shots to 10 as this game is going quite the distance on. As now Yubel comes in, and it's a huge wind tower coming up from Noah. Bloodlust isn't going to do anything. Leo gets out to safety actually, so I will take that one back. But the kill onto Tasta, so well set up by our red team. They do now, for Side Festival's capture back the middle altar, and we are seeing the rotation now onto the boss. By blue team now, it is a 1 altar phase next, so this boss doesn't actually change any of the dynamics around the next objective, so maybe it's a little bit early to go for the boss, but see what they're able to do now. Until they got Phil, going to shove his wave in, maybe they just want to get this top altar back. But again, this top altar does nothing, because 4 health now for the side of press forward. This extra shot means absolutely nothing. The 3 sappers aren't enough to end the game, so going for this 4 doesn't actually achieve anything for them. As now looking to come down in the rotation is the red team. Red Rebel will be able to get out this time with the help of Iron Skin. And it looks like this will just be a straight team fight. We see BKB going for the 3 here, but they're not going to be able to get this middle wave down. I'll just be looking to get position up and aggressively here while we're having a side festival regrouping back. They're taking up defensive positions. Easy, I don't know where you're going. There's nothing to achieve top side. You don't need to look to stage dive in for this one.
Swift heroes.
As the team's now posturing, we are good. Maybe a little bit more now, but he will be fine. Not going to get hit by the. Oh, here comes a stage dive again. Oh, ETC makes it through the wall. But it is actually the collapse now onto Dotfield. He's so low. He's surviving though. He's not forward. The custom tapped out of fight, but now he's gone. And it's just a collapse. Level 20 Bloodlust is so strong if the fight lasts more than a few seconds. And it will be a win for the side of best forward for the team fight. And the Deathmatch comes out not able to do anything. And 4 for 1 is the team fight. Now we're going to see just how much best forward can get. Maybe gain his top belt that actually matters because the team fight was lost. And Nick and Felipe are going to try and push down the belt out, see if they can do it before the sappers come in. They will be able to. See if they maybe go. They can. Okay, I think they could have been able to push this one in. It's just a Yo trying to defend. 20 seconds and then you're now. So they could have done a little bit more, I think. And they're not content yet to capture the altar. Waiting on Maev and Lyok to try and clear out the up top side, but they will be able to get it, and it will be, as a result, 5 shots going over for Southwest forward. Now then, Tori trying to clear out the sappers, and should be able to do just fine. Goldfells here. Team Bloodlust, easy peasy clear on this. The game is still going, guys. We're not done quite yet, as now we're seeing the side of the fan club looking to take back this altar. It's really important to see where the object comes out. If it's up in the top side, it's so good for our red team. If they're able to get a tower back, because right now they are only doing 3 shots, so even if they trade, it's going to be a win for our blue team. So they are going to have to take an altar back. Right now we're playing for top side, which is something they can go for. It's still a minute on these bottom sapper camps before they come. Going to try and crash the top camp into the fort here. Lyok actually allowed to take his path. I don't know if he should have been able to, but doesn't really matter. The top fort will survive for the time being. There's so much pressure now on the red team to do something, but they're not actually going to. We are seeing now the very late rotation down to the bottom side here. Going to look to get their bottom altar back. The press forward's actually going to spot them from mid here, and this achieves the same thing if they're able to get the mid altar. It's still going to be the advantage for them. But here comes the engage, the stage comes in, wind tunnel, Maiev will be able to get out thanks to the cleanse. Buried alive captures 2. The sleep from Decker comes in. No, BKB, power slide, not able to find anything. Bloodlust Arc on time, and that ETC is gone. But for Death Mosh, it finds 3 people. Tori knocks them all back in. Vajara's down. Vhagar is down. Legacy is trying to survive on the Decade. Oh, Felipe's taking so much damage. Trying to use Shadow Wall to get out, but will not be able to. As it's just another team fight. But this time it goes the way of the fan club. Trying to find such a good engagement. They actually find it as they're going on to the middle bells out here. Others will not be able to find anything. Gottfield going to run that one down. The swipe will be able to get the kill, and it will be game number 1 going to the side of fan club. That was, I guess we gave the extended cut of this series, because 30 minutes on the first game to start, and then we have very long first game as, oh no, oh it is working, nice. Oh no way, man, where are my stats? Come on, Blizzard, we can't be having this. The Death Marsh, it was so good at the end. It looks like maybe the side of Press Forward were able to find it, but the Death Marsh coming out, BKB sacrificing himself for his team. Where are my stats? I'm so sad. I have nothing to look at. I don't have talents either. And I don't know, I don't have any stats. A little bit unfortunate on that front, but I don't have any stats, but I expect having got some 40s here. Oh, well, it is game number 1 going over to the CPogX Fanclub. Press 4 do not have a choice of map pick or first pick. Yeah, honestly, like, come on, our teams. It was a pretty long game, but honestly, like I feel like we could have done a little bit more than 0 damage. And play AFK. Our supports are. Yeah, I feel like our DPS players were a little bit asleep as no one did any damage. Not quite sure. I'm fairly sure I saw a few very intense team fights, but the stats don't lie. Everyone knows the stats don't lie. You press tab when you're losing a game in Stormbreak, and honestly, like, just go after that guy with 6 deaths, as this time it's for DPS players, just not enough damage. Very, very unfortunate that we don't have the stats. It was quite a long game, so we could have seen some nice and high numbers if that one was going to happen. Thank God that game did actually exist. Oh, well, the game did have exist. We do have video proof that the game existed. So that is 1-0 now for the CPogX Fanclub. Just waiting on the next map decision. Oh, let's get the music back. There we go. Got that nice little music here. As Blizzard sent one annual to look at the talent choices. Yeah. These are definitely not the talents that we usually see in EU. So yeah. Currently we're just waiting on the next map decision to come out here. Okay, looks like the lobby is up. Okay then. The teams being really fun here and swapping sides makes my time a lot easier. As we now see that our next map is going to be Cursed Hollow. It will be picked by the CPogX Fanclub. So I do like this decision by them. They opt in for another macro map where they can look to do similar style. We've seen 3 games from them now in our Heroic Division playoffs. Where they've gone for their false start UL. We'll see if this does get taken away from them this time, because it would be rather interesting if they manage to get to the finals if they just play the same thing over and over. Looks like we shouldn't be having a 30-minute wait this time, as the teams are ready to get started, it looks like. Yeah, everyone says they're ready, so it looks like we're not going to be having the coffee podcast again, which is probably for the best, because we ran out of things to discuss the first time around. So, what do I want to see?
Cursed Hollow.
I want to see different talents, I guess is what I'm saying. Some of these summons, I were a little bit confused by them. But here we are now in game number 2. I don't get a break, which is a little bit unlucky. After, let's see if this next game goes quite as long, because I'm really hoping at the moment for a 2-0 simply to save my voice. I was not ready for this level of series, but I am quite excited if we're going to have a close series here in our semi-final. And yeah, we're not going to be seeing anything of... we're not going to be seeing the same thing this time, as Falstaff is taken off as the first ban, actually. This means that something's going to get through. Like, are we going to see a Cassio or a Viking pick up here? Alpha, also another hero that can come out, can do a bit of a similar thing to Falstaff. Of course, you don't have Wind Tunnel, but Alpha can also apply a lot of the global threat, be quite obnoxious at pushing the sidelines. As the Fanclub actually going to be the ones to ban Vikings away with the first pick. Could have been an option as the first pick. Conquest Hall works very nicely if you're able to sort out the channels on the tributes of someone like Hanzo or Chromie or something like that, you can get a lot of soak advantage from our 3 Viking friends, as Alpha will be banned away, so this has got to be a Cassia ban, right? Also, I'm talking complete nonsense. Yeah, Vikings ban makes sense when you're second team to draft. Don't want press forward first pick in that one. For some reason I thought blue team was first pick, but that's not the case. It's just waiting on fun. It's got to be Cassia, right? There's no way. Alright, good. Cassia. I don't want to see that hero in any of his games. Just does not die.
Fight to my last breath.
Veigar will be the first pick here. Veigar works really nicely, able to go after the... We'll be able to go after the boost camp quite early on with one of his dealers. We'll be able to get one as quickly as... It looks like the CPogX Fanclub, they still want to go for the same thing. Of course, Falset's gone. Maybe we see a different global come out. That would be a little bit interesting. Don't know what they would want to take though. But ETC Duella once again picks up. Greymane and Shen picked up here. Ren Brothers wants to get on the Chen. I'm glad to see it. I don't want to see any more of that auto attack Leoric shenanigans. Chen going to be taken up before. We probably would have seen a band away as well, so I'm quite glad to see that one. Is Johanna is band away now? Excuse me. Let's see what the summer ban is. So it will be Deku Legacy did really well on that one. Got some pretty big sleeps, and in the last team fight was able to survive for so long, even though he had a Maya running after him. Didn't really matter though. Was able to survive in the end, but that one will be taken off the table. Tastar Ana would be a really strong rotation here. Tastar works so well in this map. Compared with Ana can
With every death comes
do
on.
so much of that pick, but Hanzo and Stukov are taken here. Not gonna opt for that one, which I think is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna see Tastar just go through this draft on Cursed Hollow. That would be quite impressive, I think. Forceful so strong in the small choke points around where the tribute fights take place, so really strong here on the map, can do so much annoying shenanigans with Black Hole as well. 1 second there, let's see what they do. Oh!
My hatred is unending.
Press forward, throwing down the gauntlet here. It's Illidan is going to be the pick here for J-Shifts, and we have the Veigar, we have the Bloodlust. Greymane, Illidan and Shen all love the Bloodlust, give us 3 little pandas and movement speed, and they are very terrifying to deal with. What do we see here? Arthas is coming out. Makes sense as the response here. You do have Hanzo, he can do fine as a solo dealer. Once the game goes on, gets a few more of those scallop arrow talents. Piercing Eyes in particular is so strong on this map. And we do see Illidan coming out. I've not... Is this something that these teams like to play much? Because... Very interesting, I imagine. But it is decent here. We do have... it's not a cleanse support. So a hunt onto Hanzo could do a lot of damage here. But we do have Stukov. We do have ETC. We have so many blocks on the side of the blue team. Alphas has his Rhyme, Urel has Dauntless, ETC has Block Party to give to Hanzo. Stukov, we're likely going to see the Bardic Emitter, Biotic Armor rather. This is in Sky Foundry. So it might be really difficult for Illidan to
Prepare yourself for battle.
have the impact he needs. Like, sure there's not much damage, but there's an Arthas, you've lost your cooldown reduction, and there's so many ways to game block if they opt it, and that's... I'm glad to see it. Look at the blocks. It's so difficult already for it. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. On the blue team this time, it is CPogX Fanclub who are looking to get this win to punch their way to the grand finals.
5,
Notori again on
4,
UL, BKB again
3,
on ETC.
2,
Noah
1.
will be playing Arthas.
Let the
Legacy
battle
is on
begin.
Stukov, and Gotfilth playing the solo dealer Hanzo. On the other side, we have Press Forward, who need to win this game to stay in our Heroic Division playoffs here. Red Robot playing Diablo, Ren Brothers on their trusty Chempek, Enigma playing Rhaegar, Philippe playing the Grey Man, and J Shifts digs into his pockets and finds Illidan. We'll be very excited to see what happens here. Goes for the Battle Assault, so this is someone who does understand Illidan. It's not some random 4-fan pocket fake bubble to think, but I'm glad to see.
Red team.
But Stukov's dead. I look away for 1 second, have a look at Shed here taking a little bit of a beating, but Stukov's gone. I'm guessing he got hit into the wall or otherwise flushed by Diablo. And that's not a start you want to see, but it probably doesn't do too much here. Would be kind of difficult for anything really to happen. No stacks in Elden, yeah, unending hatred. It's fun taking your Stormwind games if you want, but Battle Assault is so important to Elden. It's an enormous damage boost for him in the team fights. It's so powerful and it's difficult to play around. You know, conditional, it's not that difficult. As we do see, both teams opting for the Bruce camps, neither team seemingly expecting the other to do so because they don't want to hold on to the camp for best point, but I like this. Yes! Goldfield holds the lane on their side, so the waves will collide in the middle here. Not often we get to see any attempt to wave manipulation in Heroes of the Storm, but this is so good to see. Now Notori comes out of the bush into our team here. Red Robot will actually be able to get the side up, but here comes BKB with the side. Don't get me wrong, before. Red Robot, he was too far forward, had to meet this wave here and will fall for it. I'm so glad to see the wave manipulation having an impact. In the meantime though, Elden did crash a wave into top lane. 2 billion of XP on this, but it doesn't really matter.
Heroes.
Got Phil getting to work on the strategy. Hanzo pretty good at taking those ones out. Got, of course, the serrated arrows. And gonna have to recall because he's out of mana. Still has rooted up in the middle here because, you know, got to clear out first because of good wave position. We're into the chat again. Why be stepping on being famous? Oh, let's not pause for game, please. I don't want to podcast again. First tribute goes over to blue team. Is now they're looking for Chen possibly here. Pops the stagger, will get slid, will get rooted, but does have the flying kick. Will be able to barely get himself safety. Stukov actually looking for it with the lurking arm, but not quite a fault. Death Core wasn't available and probably wouldn't have been enough damage anyway. Ram Brothers will be able to survive for time being. Goes for elusive ruler.
The choice is simple.
Not sure if this is the choice you want to see, considering that its main damage Hanzo, dodging doesn't actually prevent him from getting the never outmatched cooldown reduction, so not too much value coming out of this talent, I'd imagine. I was expecting the Brewmaster's balance or well, actually Red Robot here. After Stinty C, it's pretty hard to get past him if you're not Chen, as that will be important. Look at the Bionic Armor! I was actually talking about this in one of the Discord chats earlier with some people, and the talent's so strong, he didn't even notice the Stukov getting attacked when the Grey Wing dove onto him. 75 armor for 2.5 seconds, it's such a strong talent. And this is what makes me scared for our draft in the red team. Yes, Illidan's interesting, Illidan's really fun to see, but there's so much armor from our blue team here, so even though it's solo damage Hanzo, I don't think they're able to kill anyone. Now we do see Chen actually gets away. BKB goes for the sides, knocks him out of silence, so you know, the Snipe Legacy also pretty low but gets away. Got Phil looking to maybe pick up a kill here. Oh, right. Comes up to Felipe. Very nicely done. So Harm being quite annoying as Chen and Felipe now going for the recall. Tori with the advantage on the wave clear. Ilden, without Immolate, is going to struggle in that one. Actually, I take back what I said about Illidan. We're just going for the lifesteal build. Going for a full W lifesteal build with Hunter's Onslaught. Normally, when you see Hunter's Onslaught looking for a Q build, going for Mark for Death level 16. But with Unbound coming out here instead of Flame of Foe for the Rage, as that Illidan and Illidan are going to be working on this boss. And Tori here, they have level 10! Hunter Arrow goes wide, stage time is here, and we're just going to be flipping the game at 5 minutes it seems. Hanzo being around down, but will be able to survive. Legacy now is the target, but boss is stolen away. And the red team is just on the run. And now it's 2 bosses going over to the fan club, and it's all looking so bad. Forget the late game team fights, they might definitely so far behind already. It's a full level difference. We have 2 bosses now smacking away on the sidelines. And I don't know, like the level 10 now, Ilden does go for the hunt, so we'll be looking to get beside like half expecting to see Metamorphosis at this point. Because we're already struggling so much. We've lost the bottom forts here for the red team. The boss is smacking over top one. They won't be able to get it though, by the looks of things. Well actually it might, but minions might be able to finish this one off. As the tribute to the really good spawn as well for the CPogX Fanclub. So who's going to pick up as well? Now looking for Arthas. Noah uses the Iceborne Resilience. Will be able to run it out actually. Looks like here comes the hunt onto Legacy. Doesn't stun him up. But Noah does not die. He has the army with He's getting so much healing from M-Summers. Does not get the ult off actually. They interrupt by Nentori on the pad as he'll be falling. Illidan's gone as well. There's camps up on top lane, there's camps in middle lane, there's a tribute being channeled. The red team is on the run, but it's an Arthas. Red Robot's not quite able to make it out by the looks of things. He's going to be falling as well. It's a complete disaster for our red team. The escape might not be quite as long as the previous one.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Got Phil for the fans, making their way into the middle lane here. Right now, man was the fault, it's the Hanzo, but doesn't look like it should matter. Going straight to work on the 3-man side. Now looking for the fight here, but Biotic Armor keeps Legacy alive for so long. He will eventually fall, but at what cost? Raymond trying to do what he can, but the rest of the team is so low. So now going in there. EJB getting very keen as Ben Brothers now going on the Hanzo. He's got no mana, but he has one more scatter out. There's so much damage. The pans have already been used. Chen, will he be able to survive? Will get to drink. Will be able to survive for the time being. BKB trying to slide his way out. And Tori secures the escape with a hammer. Come on, buddy. Shoots level 13 talents. Maybe you would be able to get a kill if you chose spell power. But all forts are gone. Waves are pushing in. It's a 1.5 level lead for our blue team.
My curse subsides.
And I think it only gets harder as the game goes on. Stage time now coming in the middle as well as the Hanzo arrow. That's the kill to Rhaegar. Red Robot on the side here. See if anything's gonna happen here. Playing close to the wall, James gets the Hanzo. See the Hanzo, he's no dope. Marco Armor, no, he's just dead. But the Stukar Mom, it's so annoying to deal with. Illidan and Diablo just stuck on it, flailing around. There's no blood loss or anything. Now we're looking for Greymane, but BKB's taking quite a bit of damage here. Taking up the keep for maybe a little bit too long, but fire kill switch comes in. Renvar is not really able to find anything. The top keeps down in the middle of all of this. And it looks like the middle one might not be lasting much longer either. But Legacy trying to leave a little, trying to pull his team away from having any more of those shenanigans. But the mid keep will just barely be defended for the time being by press forward. But well, actually they are now looking for you, but the curse bullet misses as the overpower comes out at the same time. That's a little bit of an unfortunate communication here from our red team.
Red team's
And BKB just jumps
has
on in.
destroyed a fort.
With the stage dive, gonna pick up that one. J Shift's not really able to do anything. This is block party ETC. Good luck killing him as Illidan.
Shall we see?
And 2 keeps are down by the 10-minute mark. Gonna have to see quite a miracle team fight, I think, to have this one go well for the side of Press Forward. Starting at the boss now is the side of the Fanclub. Here we go again. Will they be able to get themselves another boss steal? Like, I hope not. Like, that would be very unfortunate if that was to happen. Noah spots Felipe hanging down, so knows that we're not going through the boss trade. Boss is picked up and we're actually going from down the arrow to Felipe. So by Alpha, that's an easy hit. Will dive away out into the boost camp and will survive now. Jason on the pulse there, but Baragama is so good. Can't find anything. Gets House away to see on the way out. But it's not in time. Might not have mattered anyway. And that is a kill going over. Again to the Fanclub, and now looks like the red robot is the target. Hammer now for UL level 16. Stage dive by the making sure it's coming out. Goes for Bloodlust, not able to do it. Bloodlust is good, but Arthur's is better. Illidan falls. Notfield jumps away from the Panthers. Enigma trying to fix off another Biocarbon bot. They're not able to find any kills. Hanzo surviving for so long. And that will be the chain falling as well. Illidan has respawned, having a little bit of a dance party, but this might be the end of the game. Siege Giants are here. We have 2 catapults as well. And smacking down the core at the 12-minute mark. The CPogX Fanclub are going to save themselves from having a long game as well as Macbeth. Get one last arrow. And GG's have been called. It is now the win for the side of the CPogX Fanclub as they make their way to the finals. That second game was a lot more convincing than the first one. Honestly, like, I won't say draft difference. The Illidan was an interesting idea, but we already had so many answers to it. We do a stats this time, which is nice. Oh, but now my game... There we go. We're saved. As... like, so many armor talents. We have Bionic Armor, Dauntless, Block Party, Rhyme. It's so hard for the Illidan to achieve anything. Maybe if he reached level 16 and got the Mark for Death, he would have the spell damage burst to be able to do it, but not quite able to reach that point. And it does show these damage numbers. 27k, the highest on our red team here. So much. Wait. Hold on. I might have called it a little bit early. I'm being told it's a best of 5, so we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Whoops. Okay, let me just change my little overlay here. It's not a best of 3. Yeah, Arthas was so good that game. A really nice last pick from the blue team. So we're now 2-0 in a best of 5. My apologies for previous, the quarterfinals were best of 3, so I thought this one was as well. So we're just waiting on the third game to... Yeah, I have now figured out this best of 5. That would be a disaster if I just called it here after 2 games when it's actually a best of 5, so... I don't know how to use Nightbot. So, someone set it up for me very nicely, and I don't know how to change the settings on it. So, no emote spamming for you, my friend. So, we are currently waiting on our third game now. I really hope that we see... Well, Battlefield Eternity's been banned. Braxis has been banned. I think a huge mistake by Press Forward banning away Braxis, because CPogX Fanclub have shown that they are willing and able to play these global style comps with a false stand and ETC. And they're able to make it work, so... It's been 9 minutes, it's fine to feel, it's been 3 games. No, I don't think it was 3 games, I thought it was just the best of 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are still having the teams decide where they want to go. So, I don't even know what you want to do here. I think if you press forward, you go for Dragonshire. Because it seems to be so difficult for them to keep up with the globals that the CPogX Fanclub are willing to play, and so far it doesn't look like they are willing to either. Alpha, they were the ones that banned him away, I believe, so that's a little bit concerning as for what they plan to do in the final one. Still waiting. Okay. Looks like the lobby's now up. I do see Towns of Doom on my draft overlay here, so I think that game did happen. And we are okay. So I am pleased to see this. So our first game here is going to be Dragonshire, but picked actually by the CPogX Fanclub. So first pick once again for our next game here. As everyone is in the lobby, so it looks like we will hopefully be able to get underway nice and shortly. Octa, I mean I technically am, but schedules are rather unfortunate at the moment, so technically yes, but not really. We'll see if that can change though now we are in the postseason though. As oh no, let's not do this again, guys. Let's get this game underway. Looks like we have readies coming out. So okay. Apparently it's yeah, this is the best of 5. I might have gone a little bit too hard on game number 1 because I thought it was gonna be only 3 game stops, but we might be going to 5 games if this goes for distance, so hopefully you've hopefully my voice lasts that long, but we'll see what happens. As ready has been called. Just waiting on our team. There we go. Dragonshire is the map. Press forward. So this is actually their last chance to turn the series around. See if they're able to pull off a reverse sweep starting this game. As I hope they have something ready for us. They showed Illidan last time, so they are willing to go a little bit out of the box. Do they have something that can deal with the strategy that we see coming out of CPogX Fanclub? Notori has now played UL 4 times out of 4 games in our playoffs. Maybe that one's going to be banned away this time. Yeah, UL will be the first ban this time. Notori's going to have to go a little bit deeper than comfort pick. Lost Vikings will be banned away on Dragonshire. A little bit interesting. I would hope that you have answers to Dragonshire Lost Vikings, but nope, that one will be taken off the table as well as the ETC. So we are going to have to see different picks from Cyber Fan Club. Not going to be able to run back the same draft one more time, it looks like. So now, first pick for the side of Press Forward. Orphea is open, Tassadar is open, so many powerful picks are open, Val is open, Zul is the pick of choice. Now, we can see Tassadar just picked up here, and Zul's pushing powers in the 4-man aren't really answered. So you can't really go there, but and Rennie can just counterpick him in the offline. A little bit surprised to see the Zul first pick.
The crusade
See what the response is going to be here, as it will be Johanna and Rhaegar picked up. Legacy going to steal away the Rhaegar from Enigma, no more bloodlust for them, man. It will be Reino and Stukov now for the side of Press Forward. Presumably we see attack bad here. The one that stands out to me is Garrosh. Would work very nicely with a potential pick comp we see coming out here from the red team. Morale's actually going to be the ban. I guess they just suspect some sort of cheese. If you go Tyrael and Morales here, well, first of all, why don't you just ban Tyrael? I don't know. But either way, the medic is off the table and will not be picked. And Hanzo is the option choice then. So Tassadar's open, and Archon Tassadar is so strong against everything we see here from Press Forward. If the CPogX Fanclub are willing to play it, but they haven't picked it at all so far, and they won't pick it again as Greymane and Junkrat are the... Here's a choice. The Junkrat works quite well, but Greymane... I really feel like it should be a Tassadar, but going for a potential Bloodlust Greymane here is the side of the fan club. See how well Noah is able to pilot that one. Is Diva!
So it begins.
And Decada picked up. Now, I kind of understand why, because it's your last chance. So you're going to be bringing out your tech, and in this case it's the Diva main tank, but Diva is so incredibly useless. We can just see the Fury Rainer build out of Noah, and Defense Matrix is not useful because none of these heroes, none of the damage on the side of the fan club requires themselves to move in range of it, so... Dahaka is the option here to go against the Zul. Going for another global. I guess it wouldn't be the CPogX Fanclub without globals, but... yeah, Junkrat is locked to... I'm glad to see Junkrat. I don't like the hero so much after the rework, but this is definitely a time where he can be so annoying to deal with. A well-timed concussion mine on the being destroyed Diva mech, and Diva is then flying into your whole team, pilot Diva that is. And even after 13 with Nano Weave armor, that would be so difficult to deal with if you're Red Robot. So, it is in a way a bit of a self-counter that way, but we will see. Maybe,
for combat.
maybe this is something they've been practicing. Maybe we're going to see some very godly Diva plays. Like, in all fairness, I don't expect that the side of the CPogX Fanclub were expecting to deal with Diva. Were you really scared of it? I'm guessing that's an offense to
Battle
mouse ban,
commencing
but...
in 10 seconds.
Anyway, game number 3, CPogX Fanclub. This is actually their last
5,
win they need to make
4,
it to the grand finals.
3,
Notorio,
2,
Dahaka, Legacy, and
1.
Vega got Filth Pain,
Fight well,
Junkrat,
heroes.
BKB, I'm guessing it was in chat, on Johanna and Noah playing Grey Main. And on the red team, press forward. Must get all the stops here. Oh no! No! Look at Cash mine. But Diva's put up early actually. Not letting the Diva go before distance and will be able to survive. Not understanding how the hero works, I think, because Diva's mech destruction will stop the knock-up of the Junkrat line, but J-Ship's playing with Zul, now being dove on by 3 members. And the Fanclub are done messing around, it looks like, as they're starting off nice and early. Diva kill went first blood to Zul. Ren Brothers on Stukov moving up to catch the Soak. Enigma playing Decker Kane, and Felipe playing Arena. And it is pro moves coming up from Diva. Oh, it's a big grab onto Reina. Defense Matrix comes out. Doesn't really matter because 0 times 0 is still 0 because none of these guys are damage dealers. BKB taking a little bit of damage as he walks out, and we're just fine. Junkrat being annoying. The pro moves is nice to see here. We do have Dahaka W for Dark Swarm. We have the Lightning Shield from Vega, so it should be quite easy to stack this up and get a nice amount of movement speeds.
Capture the shrines.
The team's now going for the siege camps. No NXT working on that one a little bit later, whereas they were on the Bruiser camp, so Zul gotta be stuck dealing with this for some time probably, unless they have the pickup straight away. Junkrat though has control of... Yeah, actually misses the second concussion mine, not gonna get the boom power value. It's now self-destruct onto Vega, he's completely stuck! Vega's got nowhere to go, the Diva coming in clutch. Maybe this is something they actually had prepared for Dragonshire. But Red Robot finds the kill onto Legacy with the self-destruction. Really well placed to block off a choke point. Stukov sides for good measure. It looks like that Susei doesn't like Diva much because we don't have a health bar here. Gottfried's going to knock the Giants into the turret range. Bomb Camp was also picked up. I don't know how I managed to miss that one, but Bomb Camp for the side of the Fanclub. Felipe going to do his best to deal with that one. Goes for the Veteran Marksman, which is quite surprising as the only wave clear on his team. Like, give Ruby from Decker Kane, that's kind of it. Diva can't wave clear, so I would have thought this would be an exterminator game, but Diva will use the boosters, not going to take any touch shots here. We haven't... How do we get these bruiser cabs? Noah and Legacy have just been going between them, I imagine, because J-Shifts has another cap deal with probably Furious at this point. Noah and Zui pushing down this turret here. We're seeing once again the focus on the solo lane here. Zui gonna get rooted, hit by the plant saw, but there's no damage here. Felipe making rotation up a little bit late. Gothfield's just able to hold off the Diva quite easily because it's Diva. On the bottom side. Now it looks like we have the play onto Decker Kane, but it'll be fine. Road Rubbers here going to get the knockup onto Spurum. Felipe manages to get another stack of a trait. We like to see that trait getting stacked. Although 8 stacks it's 4 minutes is a little bit low. So now onto Noah, going to... Oh, 9 stacks. We do have full gem builds coming out here from Decker Kane. I mean, we're probably seeing Bloodlusters, so Noah's going to be reducing the Ancestral Heal. Now, I'm a little bit concerned. Finger On is a really terrible talent for Diva. 30% more self-destruct charge from losing mech health is not much, and there's nothing away for full mech charge. It's known as good as sound, it's not as many people thought on Divas released way back in the day. 30% is more maximum energy, it's just you gain energy 30% faster. No one is good as it sounds. Felipe going for the capture, but stopped by minions, those pesky things. Until not actually going to get the last minion. Will now go for the cap. Spazzo! Summoned by Diva, I was supposing. A resident Diva expert, and all things behind the scenes. Holt is now in the chat. Now, I'm assuming it's Soothsayer, so it's referencing the hero's ID directly, which is why the next not showing up here. Now we have a bit of an invade, interesting position of the silence on Van Brothers, and now Intori comes in with a huge drag. Defense Matrix though, Bayman not doing any damage, but will be able to find a kill. Self-destruct, we'll be able to hold down actually because there's no damage as Lorraine is dead. There's no damage here. The Ruby is so big though from Decade. Red Robo getting so much healing. Might make it, does not get the second self-destruct off actually. Is now looking to walk it out. Diva falls. Noah going very deep looking for Decade. Will not be able to find it. But is 2 mech kills and 2 kills going over to the side of the fan club as such a good start for them. Level 10, they had the advantage. It is actually separate healing from Legacy, so Emerald is able to get some nice value off it actually. So we're going to go through the channel. It is stopped once by Them Brothers. Not going to get another one. Stukov's dead. I'm guessing Jungat managed to find the knock-up onto him. As the Dragon's now picked up by the side of the fan club, pushing down the middle lane. Now we're coming up to deal with push here as pretty good at doing out. This is the bullets, by the way. I think it'd be coming up here to help, I suppose, as even self-destruct managed to take Legacy minus 10 armor as well from something. I'm guessing the key, the fort. As the Dragon are able to find too much, we'll get half of the fort. But it's not too bad if you're the side of the press forward at the moment. The problem though is that it's going to get harder as the game goes on as Diva becomes more and more unable to do much, frankly. Also, and then Tallgrass, but Data Zone was the option, so this will work right. If we knew we were going for this, maybe Ace in the Hole should be picked up for Reina to consistently get extra damage. Data Zone not the level 7 of choice, really. Definitely better options on this tier for Diva. Which does make me a little bit concerned, because I've seen, like, from the play, we've seen some really nice things from Red Robot. Clearly haven't played it here before, but I'm a little bit confused by our talent selection here for this build. Now with Bomber the camp pushing down the bomb side is the fact that Decker gets to sleep onto Noah, but woken up straight away by Felipe, who is knocked away. Noah trying to walk it out, gets the essential healing. Brent comes out as well. Riptide from Godfield, and Red Robot is maybe a little bit too deep. Got the healing potion, but knocked over by Junkrat in the middle of nowhere. Big shot trying to keep him alive for the time being. Felipe's here as well, but Nintorai wants blood. No! Dodges the healing potion. And now maybe in a bit of a bad place are these members. Felipe's got an egg over the wall. Not quite able to walk it out either. Meanwhile, Jahana was just pushing top lane. That's not something to see. Getting down as well. Jay Chef's taking quite a lot of damage here from minions. Going for the Blessed Shield as BKB, but no more damage to fall. Actually, no, does have a condemn, but the Bones comes out from. Well, here comes the Torai, goes in and gets the Dark Swarm kill. I think the fact that having about as much fun as I have in this game. As now going for the enemy siege camp, should be quite easy to pick up this. I don't know what's going on at this point. As Dragon will be picked up by Noah. This lot's probably going to just get the middle fort and then move down to bottom. Junkrat's already pushing the wave out. The Giant's here as well, but Felipe doing what he can to clear that one out. As Torai and Godzilla pushing on the middle. Couldn't get that one down, rotate down. One Giant's still alive. 15 to 13 on the level, so we're nearly level 16. Junkrat not coming quite back here. I do like this Junkrat though, by the way. Ripper there. I mean, it's still great, but bombs away down as well. I'm glad to see sticking with the boat. I was scared we were going to see the really stupid trade out there. Red Robot just being a little bit of a nuisance, dragging everyone away from the fight actually is the self-destruct. The Dragon knocks the self-destruct onto the team. The knockback is able to get Red Rover back into the back. Ruby now healing him up. Maybe this is actually an intentional choice to bring it on. Using the Ruby to get so much healing and make it to the next destructs.
That beast is not my beloved. Not
And
anymore.
we do have level 16 to 14 now. The Dragon Knight didn't actually do too much. Only really got the middle fort. The build-a-day rounds picked up for some reason by Reyna. Don't know about this one. Ablative armor picked up by D.Va. I did say maybe we're seeing Nano Wave come out because it's Junkrat, but this is a really good option. You have quite a few things that will be blocking the Ablative armor nest before you factor in defense matrix. So really tanking now actually is Red Robot. Drops him self-destruct again, but maybe got a little bit too early. Ruby not quite enough to keep him alive as he's now gone. Felipe is stunned by the shield, hit by the Reptire. Will be falling, but Cleanse comes out onto Intox and then walk up there and get killed. Really nice to see there. 2 men lose by the Rem brothers. I didn't even mention that we double support, by the way. This has to be the plan, just heal D.Va so much that she gets multiple self-destructs and bring it on. I don't know how I didn't notice that we double support. And now moving on to the bottom lane is the side of... They have now found Zul. Junkrat just doing Junkrat things, and now here comes another bomb, but that was not quite enough to find him. Maybe got a little bit too far here, has the blue team. Felipe's about to arrive, but he's definitely got the kill to the Haka. Red Robot trying to slow down these members as they walk it out, but the Rainstorm is doing so much. But on the mean side, we did lose the bottom fort here. Still talent advantage for the time being. Should be able to reach level 16 though, is our red team. And I'm somewhat scared because, well, okay, this is not a fight with Junkrat can win. He doesn't have bombs away. With the rest of the members though, I think this will be quite easy for this side of the red team. See if we have a bit of a escape. No, it's an excellent concussion mine from Gotfeld. We do have Torpedo Dive coming out actually. D.Va. No way. Okay, Zul's here to try and help, but no, that's dead. D.Va, concussion mine really good. Manages to get the Zul away. BKB pushing with Giants into turret range, and now going for the bomb cap as Red Brothers have maybe been caught out here. Until moving in does not find the drag, but Gottfield's got himself another dragon, and this one's probably just going to go marching down the bottom lane. Yeah. Spazzo, you could be explaining of how D.Va's mysterious bugs work. Now, Felipe is the target, but shield onto him. We'll try and walk it out, does actually survive for the time being. But this is a Dragon Knight, 3 level advantage for our red team. Poison Nova goes down, trying to do what it can. D.Va has no damage on the Dragon Knight, but does have a defense metrics here. Maybe it's enough, but the core-up's falling rapidly, down to 40%, down to 20%. Self-destruct comes out, but it's not even going to get off in time. 3-0 for the side of the CPogX Fanclub, and I am spared a longer... God damn it. I'm a armor bug. So we do have. Come on, work for me. There we go. Just going to add source. We do see that D.Va is actually the top damage of red team, presumably through multiple self-destructs. I don't know, like, it was kind of a build around D.Va composition from the red team, but I still don't think that makes sense for D.Va to be the top damage. So yeah, this is the This is the trio from the side of CPogX Fanclub. And so that will be them moving on to the final against the winner of the other game, which has started an hour ago. So if that's still going, I'll flick the host over to there, but it will be okay. Okay, so I am going to be joined. I'm not going to forget this time. I am doing an interview with Mr. Gottfilth.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
That was quite the series. I guess I'll say. Congratulations
Yeah.
on your 3-0 win and moving on to the grand finals. What
Thank
are your
you.
initial thoughts after getting these wins?
It feels really good to win 3-0. There's a little drama at the start, so it makes it a little bit sweeter, but it definitely feels good to win the semis, so hopefully we can go win the finals now.
Yeah, you have yet to drop a map actually in these playoffs, winning your first match 2-0 and now this one 3-0. In games 1 and 2 we saw, well in game 1 rather, we saw the same thing you did in the quarterfinal match with Falstad and Urel duo. Can you explain why you like this so much?
Falstad Urel just bully the offlane really hard. They're both pretty safe. It's hard to kill both of them. They both are really useful in team fights. Gust is really strong ability. I just think both of them are S tier heroes right now on the right maps.
Okay, that makes sense. We also saw you go for the stage dive ETC, so favouring those global picks by the looks of things.
Yeah, we really wanted to try the macro in that game because they had a really strong team fight comp, so going on macro is really good.
Yeah, which is similar thing to what we saw before. A little bit interested in some of these later game drafts. In game 2 we saw the Illidan come out from Press Forward. And in game 3 we had double support Diva. Were you expecting these to come out, and what was your reaction to them?
Well, the last game we actually expected, because in their match history they had a comp that was exactly the same as this, just instead of Decker there was Morales, so we banned the medic out because we knew that this is the comp they were going for. And
when I saw
yeah,
the
so they kind of,
I thought you were afraid of Juice Pirates.
no, I don't know what they were going for. We just know they were playing that in their match history, so it was a practice comp. So we just decided to ban it out so they're not on something comfort.
That's fair enough. What about the Illidan pick on game 2 from J-Shifts?
I think their whole plan was to hunt Panda Pals onto the backline, specifically to kill me. And it worked out pretty good. It's just we counterpicked Arthas, and Arthas just 1v5 their team. It was really strong there.
Yeah, the Arthas was pretty good coming out of that one. So you will be going up against the winner of We Take Thieves vs Quarantine in the grand finals. Which of these teams would you prefer to play more?
Probably We Take These because they beat us earlier in the series or in the season, so it'd be fun to get revenge. I also think they're a really good team, so
that makes sense. Looking for a good way to finish off the season, I suppose. And just while you have the floor, do you have any shout-outs you want to make before I wrap this up?
I'll shout out you for casting, and then of course I'll shout out twitch.tv/freepx.
The CPogX Fanclub shouting out their mascot, I suppose we'll call them.
The man himself.
The man himself has been mentioned, so thank you very much for joining me, and good luck in the grand finals.
Thank you.
Okay, so with this win, it does mean unfortunately that Press Forward are now out of the running for the Hero Division. So a little bit unfortunate to them, but I think it was a pretty well-earned victory by the side of the CPogX Fanclub. Very clearly showing they were willing to play the macro early on, and in the later games they had the answers, it seems, to these compositions, these interesting picks, let's say, that were coming out from the side of Press Forward. So I will now pass over the raid to Jinxie Cat, who's casting the other Heroic Division semi-final right now. So the winner of this game will be going up against our PogX Fanclub in the finals. So yeah, good luck with them in the grand finals, and that will do it for me today. Even though it was only 3 games, it definitely went the distance. So quite fun. I hope that everyone enjoys some of these more entertaining picks later on. So pretty good to see, I think, from them.